think last week we saw that the minimum wage was increased to 70,000, and the president already signed it. So, what effect is that going to have on the economy in the next 6 months till December? A couple of people are saying this increase will have an effect on a lot of things, and a lot of people say that, oh, we think the 70,000 naira will make life better, but no, it will not. It will make things worse. What's your opinion on that?
My opinion is that the 70,000 naira minimum wage will make things worse. That is my opinion. Number one, it's only the federal government that will be able to pay that 70,000. Most of the states are yet to pay the whole minimum wage of 30,000. Majority of the state. So we still need to fall back to the state to negotiate with their local NLC, GUC on how to go about the 70,000. So the reality is that majority of the state cannot even pay. They have not even paid the 30,000, the plus of the 70,000. So that's the reality of it. So let's keep that one side. The other side is that the more you increase minimum wage, the market woman is listening. He knows that, look, I'm going to choose this my own pride. The landlord is there to say, oh, remember my own pride, because everybody, the transporters and everything. What we are telling the federal government, yes, the minimum wage is good, it's long overdue, because it's a constitutional issue that every 5 years you have to review the national minimum wage. And in fact, in Africa, Nigeria still has the lowest minimum at 43 US dollars compared to other African countries with higher rate minimum wage. So if you now say this thing, so what we're saying that what the government should have done is to spend heavily on infrastructure, on road transport, on housing, on Medicare, on social infrastructure. And while you are doing all these things, the 70,000 can now be something you call a living wage. You can take it home. But this 70,000, let me be honest with you, it's not going to take you guys anywhere. I give you an instance. Alim Dume, the former Senate chief whip, came out to say, look, 70,000 naira you are giving these people is not even up to one bag of rice. Yes. So what are you saying? So it's not up to one bag of rice. So the 70,000 you just will be meaningless. Yes, the labor were able to get something. Yes, normal. The labor will have to extract something from the federal government. But the issue is that the infrastructure wise is not there. So everybody will therefore price it. So if government push the CNG back gas motor vehicle, they are pushing out. If they are going to do it enough, they're going to build road, they're going to make affordable Medicare, make house, control the house prices.
So it's not Lagos based?
No, it's supposed to be normally what is told us. So let's agree that the government told us. It is what until they do it before we believe that, oh, it's going to be in Lagos, it's going to be Abuja. What you are calculating is to look at this urban area where you have more people. Arguably, Lagos and Abuja has more population compared to other states. Lagos, Abuja, maybe Port Harcourt, compared to other states. So the cost of living in these two places is high. If, for instance, I'm from Abia State, I'm living in my own place, I have my father's house to live, so commuting from my point A to point B is a little bit cheaper for me. I can go to my local farm and do a subsistence farming, get what I want. So literally, you understand what I'm trying to say. But Lagos is a cosmopolitan city where we have a lot of people coming to stay. So it's expensive. So federal government want to do a pilot job. Okay, let's roll it out in Lagos and Abuja. Once we do this, let's see how it works. CNG gas, CNG power station will be built. So if you get all these things done there, that's on the area of transport. What about the area of health? Your health facility, the issue of doctor japa. Yeah. So you go to some medical facilities, you don't have enough doctors are overworked. Hey, the reality is that they don't have enough doctors. So the cost of medicine is on the high side because of the fluctuation of the dollar. So a lot of these things are beyond the reach of an average Nigerian. So if you pay me 70,000, and for instance, I'm going to treat malaria, you know how much it costs now. And you're a man with 4 kids, come on. Education expensive, housing expensive. Because hey, what I'm doing, if you build mass housing like Jacondi did during his own time, you and I can, or you have a well worked out mortgage facilities where you and I can walk into a mortgage, own it, a comfortable flat, and we'll find a way of paying that. Then your 70,000 can make sense to you, can be meaningful. But in this case, it's just like giving you one hand with your right hand and your left hand by taking it back 10 times 7. So that's where we find ourselves. As I said, it's a very complex situation, a very hopeless situation. I didn't want to be saying and praying about it. Look, God has answered us. We are the one doing ourselves. So that's the reality of our now.
Interesting, and I think very comprehensive conversation. So final question would be, for businesses and for business owners, what's the best advice you can give them? Would you give them the advice that they should, you guys should just close down your business for now, and when the economy is better, open back, or you just tell them keep on striving?
I won't ask them to close down their businesses, because Nigerians are very resilient people. Nigerians will always find a way out of it. You find out that most of the businesses that are closing down are the foreign who doesn't understand the terrain. Nigeria has a way of, let's find a way of around it. Nigeria is very resilient people. Nigeria, they are not asking much. All they are asking, good governance. Give me money, give me food, let me eat. They're not asking for money. They are not asking to buy Ferrari or G-Wagon or everything. So if I can find a place I hide my head, I come out in the morning, find my daily bread. So you look at Nigeria, Nigerians are, majority of Nigeria are micro-economies. What I mean by that, doing buying and selling. A lot of things like that. You see a young man who is coming out with a just small fare, worth 2,000, just something to feed for that day. These are Nigerians. The Nigerian spirits are very strong. I want them to close down. All I wanted them to do, tell them, is to find a way around it. This administration, whether we like it or not, has come to stay for the next 4 years, because for me, the Senate, I don't see the Senate that can remove this government. There's no Senate can impeach this government. With this Senate leadership we have. So what we're going to do is to keep walking around the whole situation. If selling rice is going to be costly, or selling rice is going to be expensive, find out that thing to do. So if you hawking pure water is going to be hard for you, find something else to do, just to live for the day. So for most small businesses, I wouldn't say we should close down. No, that's not the solution. The solution is that you should find other option, other alternative to augment what you're doing. So unfortunately, most of the companies that are leaving are foreign companies. And why are they leaving? We all know in the business or analysis point of view, we know why they are leaving. They are leaving because they cannot match the competition they are facing. For instance, GSK, for instance, a company that will make detergent, because if I cannot use Viva, for instance, I'm not promoting any brand, pardon me, you yourself should find out let me go and do my own detergent at my own corner. So this Nigerian story. So if I cannot use, let me say, loss is no more on the shelf. I'll go and look for a soap to bathe and move on. Life continues. Nigeria are not that people that say, I'll take my life because I didn't eat. So that's not Nigerian spirit. The Nigerian spirit is resilient. The Nigerian spirit is pushing, and they will keep pushing and keep fighting until we get out of the tunnel where I believe there's going to be life. Because for this policy, what we have today is a Kabu Kabu policy. So they made that Kabu Kabu policy, let's do it now. Because the whole thing is inflation is high interest rate. You can't go to the bank for a loan. You can't even ask for government subvention or intervention. When intervention comes, it's between themselves, them. You share it around. Thank God Dangote is coming out to shout. But I know with that resilient spirit, will help him out to find a way around this situation. So the businesses should push on, keep pushing, let that resilient spirit continue. You guys keep finding a solution, keep finding an alternative until we get to the promised land.
Yeah. So in one sentence, I want you to discuss on the Senate cutting their salaries by 50%.
Yeah, I had that conversation where the Senate said they are cutting their salary by 50%. Hey, are we fool in this country? How much is your salary? How much is the salary? You are paying the Senate 800,000, but the perks of the office is more than that salary. Excuse me, are we fool? The allowances alone runs in millions. What we're saying, call down cost of governance. Leave your salary, call down cost of governance. Why will you go for an SUV of 160 million, for goodness sake? Only 3 House of Red guys say no, we don't want, hold him. But why will all of you go for 160 million per one? Why didn't you people say, well, oh, you know what, Senate, we're going to reduce the cost of, no, don't just give us this thing. Take the car back, give us innocent, or give us a car of 50 million or 60 million. Or let's go for a coaster where the car brings all of us down, we move. We all own a car. These people own a car. So why are they having this monkey kind of spirit in us? Is there anything wrong with a black man? Because I begin to feel that there's something wrong with our DNA. Because we are not satisfied. Like a monkey, trying to grab everything. These are what our leaders are doing. So if you are telling me you are going to cut 50% of your salary when you are earning 800,000, and you're cutting 400,000. Meanwhile, your allowance alone is in million, 13.5 million housing allowance. This one, 20 million cost allowance in million. Total 36 million for one person a year. Constituency project allowance. Everything put together. We are talking about in the region of 34 million naira per one person, and you are telling me out of which just 800,000 are giving Nigeria 400,000. Hey, come on, why are you people fooling? You're not fooling us. We said cut down entirely the cost of government. It's not your salary, cost of government. That is what Nigeria is looking for, and that's what happened in Kenya. Cut down the cost. If you're having about 20 essays, reduce them to 5. Why are you paying? And the essays are your political appointee, people that help you to snap the ballot boxes, help you to read your own words and everything. You are compensating them. So who are you deceiving? So call down the cost of governance, reduce it, and let's see there'll be different. So that's my whole point.
Awesome. So do you have any final words in general regarding business?
Final word in general for business people, as far as I'm concerned, is keep up that resilience forward. Though if you're expecting a miracle from this policy, from the fiscal monetary policy, or from the macroeconomic policy, I'm sorry, maybe you'll be disappointed. So what I am looking at is the street economy, what an average Nigeria is facing today. This government don't know, but they keep giving us figures from the comfort of their office, keep telling us the economy is improving, or this, or you pay. I remember when we were in newsroom, somebody could give us money to help them write an article or help massaging, and this. But the reality is that if you go to the street, the man on the street is feeling the heat of the economy. The organizer is feeling the heat of the economy. The woman racing corn is feeling, the conductor, the driver. Hey, unfortunately, the biggest boy in the room are now feeling it.
The biggest boys in the room already feeling the heat. Aliko Dangote, don't worry. I had an episode of Dangote and his refinery troubles. You should check that video out. But this is Info with the podcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Very important. And if you want to search for Info with the podcast on YouTube, just search Tech Economy TV. I repeat, Tech Economy TV. Thank you so much, Mr. Destiny, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Conversation. Even if we dive into politics a little bit, but I think politics is a part of business.
Yeah. Politics, you cannot separate the two. Economy, politics, and business.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand, because you know the government policy to affect your economy, to affect business. So any government policy you make today will affect all these other. You even affect our social life. Yeah. That is another social politics, social economy, social political. So government is the key. Leadership, the political class is the key. So what policy they throw out there affect everybody. So that's the reality.
So we can't even drink 6 bottles of beers on the weekend.
No. You are still drinking beer. I stopped drinking beer because it's expensive now. It's expensive now. A guy offered me to buy me beer, and I asked how much is a bottle of beer. I said, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I drank beer. It's unfortunate because of the economy. Because of the economy. Let me tell you the reality of this now. Like some of us who are married with kids, we now have to drop a scale of preference what is if I have 10,000? Even the 10,000 is not even enough. For goodness sake, let me use it. This guy is taking biscuit. This guy is going to do this. You do your skill of preparation. By the time you sum it up, it's more than 10,000. So hey, come on, where are you going to get money to buy beer again? In fact, when friends come to but guy, how far now? Me will hang out now, oh boy. No, I'm hanging out in my room. Or people don't resorted to buy sachet alcohol just to make you dull, make my eye dull. It go dull now. So when I don't take 1 or 2 alcohol, 100 naira or 200 naira, my eye don't dull. So what's the sense of buying beer? So that's where people are now using to console themselves. That's a consolation for most of us. Buying Chelsea. Go around Lagos now every weekend. You see people with Chelsea, sachet Chelsea. By the time you take 1, 2, 3, you are dull already. So why would I buy beer? So it's a big difficult challenge that this thing is really hitting everybody. If nobody is hitting, it's a lie. You just won't have what the difference is that the degree or category. Dangote own is a $10 own. Eat but money day, but they are all eating. Even Davido, forget all this one when they come in the open, the paparazzi, when you go in the closet, so that's the reality show, man.
Thank you so much. Till next time, have a wonderful time. Bye bye.
Thank you for having me.